American Majority.
How's it going, y'all? This is Raz Schaefer. I'm the new media manager for American Majority, and I want to talk to you guys a little bit about how to set up your blog so that it will plug in well with your social media setup. Right now, if you have a blog and you have your social media, your Facebook, your Twitter, your LinkedIn, there's not a whole lot of connection between those. And so if you want to make sure they're integrated, you have to take and copy and paste your URL for your blog post over into your Facebook and your Twitter and all those things. And it takes a lot of work to go back and forth. What we want to do is streamline your from posting all the way to it being on your social networks and being able to interact with those people and get good feedback through analytics so that you can maximize your ability to have an impact online. What I'm using as an example today is my personal blog, which I haven't been doing it for long enough, but it's recently been refurbished. So I want to give you guys some tips based on that and the plugins that I'm using there. So this is razschaefer.com. Check it out. I got a lot of different blog posts up here, and got a bunch of different widgets on the side that I'm going to explain to you guys as we go through here today. So what I want to first do is show you guys the dashboard, because what we're working with is, from my blog specifically, is WordPress. And this is really one of the, I think it's the best blog management software, content management software out there. You can get it for free, and they have great online help guides. It's what we use for American Majority, and if it's good enough for us and the Wall Street Journal and New York Times, then I think it can work for you guys pretty well. I know some people have things like Tumblr and other content management systems. So this is going to be specifically about WordPress today, but there are similar applications using the same types of tools for your different blog management softwares if you want to use something different. So this is the dashboard for razschaefer.com. Here you can see what we have going on as far as the number of posts and pages, categories, the comments we've approved and spam, as well as recent comments. But the first thing I want to take a look at is the plugins, though, because that's where we're going to go find a lot of these different free tools that we can tie into our site to make it more effective. First one we're going to look at here is the Facebook Like plugin. We've all seen where you can click on a post on a website, and it's going to go and it's going to automatically tie it into your Facebook Open Graph, and it'll show up on your Facebook profile as that you've liked something, and it'll automatically share that. This lets people that are reading your blog recommend it to their friends on Facebook and their social networks without even going back or having to copy and paste anything. So you want to enable folks to do this so you can have more interactions, because more interactions is going to equal a wider spread for your audience. The Facebook Like plugin, you go into the plugin section over here and click Add New when you want to add it and look it up. But the Facebook Like button plugin is what you'll search for. So when you install that here in WordPress, you'll have these options. You can decide whether you want standard or button count, layout, and these different options you have. You walk yourself through that, and you click Save Changes, and it's going to show up on your website. I'll show you right here how that actually shows up in the end. It's going to be down at the bottom of your post. And right here, you can see the opportunity to like this. We'll go ahead and click We Like It. So it'll show up there. It shows up on my Facebook profile that I like this article. Okay, the next one we're going to look at is the Facebook Share. This one you can see up at the top of this page with this Facebook Share button. This enables people to not just like your post, but they can actually post it on their own Facebook profile so their friends can see the post itself. The way we're going to work this is we're going to click over to the Facebook Share integration. And click that. With Facebook Share integration, when you install this plugin, you'll be able to customize how exactly it looks so the folks can see how many times something's been shared with their Facebook fans. So you have several different options that you can customize as far as the look and feel of it. The next plugin we want to take a look at is the Feedburner Feedsmith. One of the tools that we have with blogs to help spread our information and basically shoot it out to lots of different venues is an RSS feed. It's a special internet protocol that it'll syndicate your article for you, or syndicate your blog. The way we take care of that is we install the Feedburner Feedsmith. That's going to come over here and look like this. You install it, and you don't have to have your own personal feed set up yet. Your blog's going to come with one when it's set up on your host. What you do is you'll the Feedburner feed, and then you're going to click create a Feedburner feed for razschafer.com or whatever. You go ahead and click create the Feedburner feed. When you do that, it's going to pull up a feedburner.com page, which is going to show you the feeds that you have. So we're going to click the RSS feed. In this case, you go ahead and click next, and this Feedburner is going to walk you through how to set up that feed and make it work the way you want to. So at that point, once you've got your feed from Feedburner, you're going to come back over here to your WordPress Feedburner plugin. You're going to paste that in, and you're going to click Save. Now what this is going to do is it's going to incorporate the Feedburner feed into your page and make sure that it forwards them through Feedburner. This makes it very easy for you to track where your feeds are coming from, how many subscribers you have, and a lot of analytic information that's going to help you down the line target which blog articles are doing well, what topics your folks want to listen to, and how many people you have that are reading what you're writing on a day-to-day basis. The next topic we're going to look at is widgets. I showed you on the side here on the website, down here on the right side, there's several different things on this bar, and these are all widgets. Okay, some of them are normal for WordPress, they're native, and some of them are going to be ones that you're going to install yourself. The ones we're going to look at that we're going to install ourselves here are the post rank, the simple Twitter widget, and the social media widget. When we get over here, we've searched for them on the plugin site, we've added those in, and now they're going to show up in the widget section. From widgets, we're going to pull them over here, just like if we want to pull this text widget, we'll pull it over here and drop it in. Same way as what we've done with these. Now the first one we look at is the Twitter. Okay, this is going to be the simple Twitter widget. It's going to show you on the side of your website what Twitter messages you're sending out. And at the moment mine's not working right. When you're using the Twitter #1 widget, what that's going to let you do is you can enter in your username and it'll post your most recent tweets. You can determine how many of them there are, show your most recent tweets there on your homepage as well as any other blog page on our website. This lets folks see what you're talking about and interact with you on a little bit higher level. The next one is the social media widget. This one, it shows up right at the top of your website. It's where you get to customize these buttons right here so that anybody that visits your website can know where to find you on these different networks very quickly. So the way we customize this is we moved it over here, and now we get to put in all the different URLs for our different social networks. I put in my Facebook, my Twitter, my Flickr, and LinkedIn and YouTube, all these different accounts, and there are many more. And you get to decide what size the icons are that you use. You decide what the icon type is. They have several different types you can choose from, as well as the animation type and what the icon opacity is. You do all this and then save it, and it's going to turn out to be a very cool tool to let folks plug in with you and the other networks when they visit your blog. The next one we got to look at is PostRank. PostRank is a pretty cool tool I'm going to give you a little bit more information about down the line. And what it does is you have the opportunity to plug it in, and it will show you what the most popular posts are that are on your website, so that people that are reading your blog can see what other popular posts have been. So it may not have been the most recent, it may not even been the same topic, but when somebody reads your website, they'll be able to look over here in the sidebar, right there in the top post area, and they'll be able to see what the most popular blog posts you've had are, and some of the ones that other readers have liked and interacted with the most. You can customize the color, you can customize how many posts it'll show up there, close it out, and gives folks another way to find interesting articles on your website. The Tweet Mimi is a really cool plugin because much like the Facebook share button, it allows you to do the same thing for Twitter. So here, right on the top of our post, right next to the Facebook share button, we have the retweet button. This is what the Twitter Mimi thing is. You Click retweet, it'll throw it up. You can plug it into your Twitter account, and you're able to retweet very easily from right there on the site without leaving the page. This lets folks have less clicks between wanting to share your information with their friends and being able to. Every click, everything they have to type between when that thought crossed their mind and when they actually get it done is a click that's going to make it they're much less likely to take it seriously, much less likely to make it happen. You can customize the look, the feel, how you want it to show up from people, whether you want it to be an RT. You can basically customize it nearly any way you could think of. Now comes Google Analytics, because I'm a data head, but anybody, regardless of how much you love data, you should be able to track what posts do well and how many people are coming to your site. After all, if we're wanting to blog, we really want to see, are other people reading it? Is it just my mom, or is there somebody actually out there that cares about what I'm saying? And so when you do that, one thing you have to take into account is how effective the tools you're using to measure that data are. Google Analytics is about the best out there. It's definitely the easiest to use. So what you do is you tie in your Google Analytics. The ultimate Google Analytics plugin is what you'll want to get on your website. And this makes sure that you don't have to worry about cutting and pasting the Google Analytics tracking code into every single page that you post. This is going to automatically insert it into every one of your pages so that you can track your information very easily. Now this is what it's going to look like if you want to set up your Google Analytics. Go over here to google.com/analytics. Click sign up, and then it's going to ask you to go over here and put in the information for your website. You enter in the website, the URL, and what you want it to be called into your account, time zone. Once you get that set up, because Google will walk you through that, it's going to look something like this. This is going to be your dashboard. Like I said, the numbers from my side are pretty low just because I have recently just got it back started. But this is basically what it's going to look like for you. You get information like how many hits you're getting on given days and where they're coming from. You'll see how many visits, page views. The bounce rate is how many percent of people will just look at one page and then leave. And ideally, you want to have that bounce rate very low, which less than 15-20% is actually very good. Down here, you can see where your traffic's coming from, whether it's from referring sites, which would be like Twitter and Facebook, whether it's direct traffic, which is like just typing in the actual name. You can also see which pages are getting the most. So right here at the top, the most page views go to the actual homepage of the website, whereas these other ones are actual blog posts that I put up there. Once you've got your Google Analytics account set up, you go back, you'll plug in your account ID number, check the buttons that you want as far as the options, click save, and your site's going to automatically start including those code snippets in line with your HTML, and that's going to make Google figure out where the hits are coming from and let you track what your most popular posts are. PostRank, I told you about a few minutes ago, is going to allow you to look in and see which are the most popular posts on your website. They also have some pretty cool other tools for analytics that are evolving. I started playing around with them actually last night, and I'm liking what I'm seeing so far, but there are some developments they have to make. You go to labs.postring.com and find out some pretty cool things. This is where you can find the widget for the side of your blog. You can also get some cool information comparing other websites. So in this case, I compared American Majority, FreedomWorks, and America for Prosperity. I wanted to see how we compare as far as online interaction. And so here in the last 30 days, we got a graph and a lot of analytic information showing how it works. And we're number one. I like that. So now what we have is your blog is set up. You got all your plugins in there. Now we want to actually set it up to where it'll automatically post things out, so that whenever you put up a new post on WordPress, it's going to shoot it out to your Twitter, your Facebook. If you have LinkedIn, it'll send it out there. So this is what you got to do. Deliverit, DLVR.IT is the solution for this. It's a fantastic tool. It's going to let you plug it in with your social networks. It's going to automatically blast it out, and it's also going to give you more stats. There's one thing you've noticed about me so far. I like data, and I want to be able to find that information out, find out where my friends are going to, where they're clicking to it from. All that information can then be plugged back into my knowledge about my site and how my readers interact with it, and that helps make me a better blogger. So I'll get my feed URL from Feedburner because I've got that back on my website. Paste in that Feedburner URL. I'll get signed up. And this is what my Deliverit dashboard is going to look like. But when you start out, you go and you'll add a route. In this case, what I have is I have a source, which is my RSS feed through Feedburner. And then I have my destinations, which are my different social networks. Right now I have LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook all plugged in there. So when you create that route, what it's going to do is whenever time that something new comes across your Feedburner RSS, it's automatically going to post it out to those 3 social networks. Here's a little bit of the information that you find out about some of the most recent posts or the most popular posts that I've had come through here. So one of the best ones was a couple weeks ago. I posted one about the Daily Kos and talking about that I agreed with one of their articles about the Second Amendment. So I got a lot of hits on that, and it's tracked it, and I can go and I can look and see which ones came from Twitter, which ones came from Facebook, how many people just clicked the link directly. That helps me figure out where my audience is. All right, so now we've got the blog set up to where all that's going to be automated. We got the plugins, we have that set up. Now we got to figure out how we're actually going to go get the information. Well, a really good tool for going out and finding out about a really good tool for doing your actual blogging is Amplify. Go to amplify.com, click join and sign up. You have an account that'll look like this. You can scroll through and see what my recent posts have been. What you can do with that is you can actually go out and find really cool information. It's a really cool way to blog. I'll show you how to do it. So I found a recent article. It's about from Gallup, and they talk about that Congress ranks last in confidence in institutions. They did a recent survey and showed that out of all the different governmental institutions, Congress ranks dead last with about 11%. So if I want to blog about this, I've got this Amplify bookmark up here. So I'll click on it. And I'm going to say that I want to clip this page. Now Amplify will start highlighting things that I might want to clip. In this case, I've already got a blog article that I'm written up, but what I really want is I want to capture these charts and graphs. So I click on these things, and so now both these things are ready to be clipped. So now that I'm done clipping, click that, and it opens up a new page that's going to take me over to look at this. So I've already got my information that I want to plug in here for my blog article. So I'm going to paste that in. And I'm also going to paste in my blog title. So my title is America Gives a Vote of No Confidence to Congress. I have my take, which is my actual blog content. And down here, they've cut and pasted those 2 charts that I want, or the graph and the chart. On this side, I can select any number of different services to shoot this out to. Now, because I have Deliverit already plugged into my WordPress, I don't want to send out duplicate posts to each of those sites. So I've plugged in my WordPress site, which is very easy to do. You just put your username, your password, and what your website is. And so now when I click down here to amplify it, it's automatically going to shoot to WordPress, which from there is going to shoot it out to my social networks. So my Facebook, my Twitter, my RSS client, my LinkedIn, all those are going to be updated with information about my new blog article. So I'll check it over one last time and make sure that I've got things set up right. Scroll down here to the bottom and click Amplify it. So now I've got it amplified, but let's check back at razschafer.com and see if it showed up. And there we have it. Now in this case, I've got to go back through my WordPress site and put a picture up there because I didn't include one, and my blog template wants me to have a picture there. All right, so at this point, I've got all the stuff plugged into my website. I've integrated my social networks, and I've set it up to where automatically, whenever I find a blog article that I want to write about, I can write about it in Amplify. It'll shoot it out to my WordPress client. From there, it's going to go out to my Twitter, my Facebook, my RSS, and my LinkedIn accounts. That means that I can automatically have a huge reach. In my case, it's talking about nearly 6,000 people that I can touch with just one click of a button when I click Amplify it. This really streamlines the blog process and makes it to where you can reach a lot of people with very little amount of time. Now all you have to do is go out there and start blogging. If you have any more questions, feel free to email me, raz@americanmajority.org, raz@americanmajority.org, or find me on Twitter @razschafer, RAZSHAFER. Y'all have a great one.